Hello, my name is Jasmine Perry, and today I'm going to be talking about standardized testing. So I just want to first start off to say that I don't believe in standardized testing. I feel like standardized testing is judging the child. I do understand that we have to do testing to see where the child is as far as like educational wise, their levels. Do they know their math? Do they know their reading? Do they know the science? But I still feel like that shouldn't justify the child. So with reading through this PowerPoint, I kind of knew some of this information already, like with screen testing to detect if the child have a development problem. I definitely knew about that. I know that when I was working at a preschool, we had a lot of kids that had disabilities, and we did a lot of screen testing. We used pictures, we used letters, we used numbers, we used colors to detect what the child knew and what they didn't already know. So that was one thing I didn't know, and I knew that about that already. I'm actually looking through this PowerPoint now to see what I knew. State development test, I knew about that. And that's just basically determining each student progress to see where the child is. Basically, that's what a standardized test is, to see where the child level is, to see what they need help in and what they need to improve in. I knew about group testing. We actually was doing group testing with our preschoolers, putting them in certain groups to see where each group were and where each group needed to be placed. And that was using pictures, books, colors. I'm so sorry, I'm just looking through this PowerPoint to see what I knew and what I didn't already know, because the first question does ask, how are ideas and information presented connected to what you already knew? And this PowerPoint was very familiar to me. I knew a lot of stuff on here. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I kind of knew about standardized testing. I knew where that goes. Like, our standardized testing here in Georgia is called GKIDS, and that stands for Georgia Kindergarten Inventory of Development Skills. And that's basically an assessment test for preschoolers. The domains of learning, they're going to go over 7 domains, which is English, mathematics, social studies, science, personal and social development skills, and motor skills. And we just basically test them on those kind of domains. I'm trying to think. So yeah, that's basically it for the first question. Now the second question asks, what new ideas did you get that extended or push your thinking in your direction? So one thing that I did not know about was validity and reliability testing. I didn't know anything about that. I've never even heard of that before. That was actually my first time hearing about that. One thing that I would use when it comes to testing is construct validity, which describes the extent to which a test of an abstract psychology trait measures the trait. I will use that in my testing. Trying to think of something else I did not know. I honestly did not know that preschoolers get tested. They get standardized testing. Like, I knew that preschools had to be tested, but I didn't know it was a standardized test. That was something new for me. I did not know, and I learned that from my job. So that's pretty much it. What I would use, I would use an intelligence test, which is the ability to measure learning potentials to see what that child's learning potential is. I would definitely use that. Something that was challenging to me, nothing was really challenging to me. I actually understood everything. My only question that I wonder is, if the child does not pass the standardized test, do they get held back, or how does that go? Do we bring in parents? Because I've never done standardized testing. I'm actually a teacher assistant, so I don't really know too much about standardized testing, but I've seen my lead teachers do standardized testing on some of my kids, and they never gave me no result or feedback. So what I have a question is, if you do fail the standardized test as a preschooler, do that preschooler get held back, or are they able to go to the next grade? They would just have to be in a special classroom when they get to elementary school. So that's something that I personally have a question about. So as far as everything else go, I kind of really knew about standardized testing. I knew the little ins and outs of standardized testing. So yep, that's really it.